Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick overview of my MIDI LED controller using Max and Arduino. So if we take a look in the Max interface here on the right side, we have a keyboard. So if you click on this keyboard, the corresponding LED is going to light up on the LED strip that is connected to the Arduino. So in Max, if you click higher on the key, it's going to be a higher velocity message, and if you click lower, it's going to be a lower velocity MIDI message. So I have it programmed so that it's green when it's a low velocity, and then it turns to red when you get a high velocity message. So if we take a look in our Arduino serial monitor here, we can see what's going on. Alright, so when I click a note on the keyboard, it's going to send two different messages to Arduino. The first is the note on message, and this is telling me that it is note number 52 at a velocity of 76, and that's telling me that LED number 14 on the strip was turned on, and there are 32 LEDs. And then Max is programmed to automatically send a note off message. So this is the note off, note 52 0, and it's sending 14, turning off light number 14. Alright. So if we go back here, that's the basic premise of all of it. On the keyboard, we also have all kinds of different patches in here. So if you wanted a clarinet sound, you could get that. And just to clarify, the note number isn't a 1-to-1 match with the LED number because there are only 32 LEDs. So the ones that are close together are mapped to the same LED. So then on the left side of the Max window here, I have a section where you can play a MIDI file, and the LED lights are going to visualize that MIDI file. So on here I have Mozart MIDI file. And in order to stop it, you can let the MIDI file play through, or you can just click the stop button here, and it'll reset. And then you can upload and select your own MIDI file. So if we go into here, we can select, let's do the Law and Order SVU theme. And then we just click start. As you can see, this one's got a few different, a little bit more variance in the velocity, so you're getting some different colors. Alright, so then you can also play the MIDI files at half speed by clicking this. So I'm going to go do a little bit more in depth of what's going on under the hood here in Max, and then we'll move over and see what's going on with the Arduino code. So first, over here, this is the most important box right here. This is how we're sending our serial messages to Arduino. So if we look in our Max console, we can bang a print. You can see that I'm sending serial messages to port B, and that is my USB modem 1421, which is my Arduino. So then these boxes here, these two boxes are for the MIDI files that are being played. And then these two boxes are for the built-in Max keyboard. So you've got note number and velocity. And those are being sent as pairs into the serial USB. And this 200 here, this is just to clear the LED strip. There's code in Arduino that handles that 200 message, since that's above any of the messages that I'll be sending with velocity or note number. That's used to flush everything when you want to stop playing the MIDI file. So that's basically all that's going on in the Max window here. And if we move over to Arduino, let's go to the top. So I just have the LED strip libraries and such included in here. And then I have all the variables defined. So this byte inputs 2 is basically just bringing everything in, bringing those two values in, the velocity and note number. And then color, and there's defined variables for each note. And then just defining the pin numbers for the LED strip on my physical Arduino and such. So on the setup, we just have, it's just going to clear the strip to make sure everything's off when it begins, and it's going to open the serial port for reading. So it's essentially always open. And in our main loop here, we have, so if the serial port's available, it's going to read in those two values, the velocity and the note number. And so here is where we're handling that 200 number. It's just going to clear the LED strip if it gets a 200. So it's just going to reset everything. And then here is how we're assigning our note numbers to each pixel. Since there aren't, 128 pixels or whatever, we're not gonna be able to map every single pitch to an individual pixel. So I have ranges of about 3 notes here, going all the way up. And then I have a function here which is determining the color. So after it determines which LED to light up, it's going to determine the color that it's going to light that LED up. And that is covered by ranges of velocity as well, with mixes of RGB. It starts out green for a velocity of 0 to 6. Or it would be 1 to 6 if it was 0. The LED wouldn't light up at all. And then it moves to blue and then to red for a velocity of greater or equal to 120. And then there is an individual function written for each LED to turn it on. And that goes on for a while because you got 32 LEDs. And I'm sure there's a more memory efficient way of doing this using OOP. This involved a lot of copying and pasting. And then at the bottom here, you just have your clear strip, which is defined as setting all the pixels to just 0. That's what we're calling when we're sending that 200 message. So that is pretty much it. Just a basic overview of what's going on in the Arduino code. So that is pretty much it for the project. It's just a basic overview of what I did. Thanks for watching.